Against the 13-0 Warriors. Desert Hills comes in with a record of 4-7. Holbrook 45, Bateman 35. Oh, looks like we're about ready to go, huh? You ready for some hoops?
We're ready to go. Lincoln Holmes gets his jersey tucked in as Bateman and Hammer, they're going to tip off.
Hammer with the easy tip back. Not Simmons, but Hammer. You can see how athletic he is, and Snow Canyon will start with the basketball.
And let's set the mood here for you. The Thunderdome is packed all the way around. Good turnout here, and one of the better rivalries in Region 10.
Well, Friday night hoops as they get the ball inside. Get it to Simmons. He kicks it back out. Wide open three. No, chooses not to shoot it. Back out to Simmons. He had a three, didn't take it. One dribble, now back outside as the Warriors work the perimeter. Will Warner with the basketball. Warner gives it to Anderson Foreman. And around the horn to Hammer. Have yet to see Mackey try. When Hammer steps up for three, oh my goodness, way outside him with a man in his face. Hammer gets a three.
When I said he was a 52% shooter beyond the arc on 69 attempts, you might have thought, well, they must be a lot of wide open looks. That one is contested as can be as Bateman loses it.
Ahead to Hammer, 1-on-2. Hammer's going to lose the basketball, picked up by Desert Hills. 1-on-3, so they'll back it out and slow things down. Thunder with the ball, down though 3-0 after that opening tray by Hammer. Hit the ball inside, trying to get a shot away. Little jump hook is partially blocked.
Good defense.
Simmons comes out of there. Yep. Simmons sporting number 32 this year, changed his jersey number. He has the ball on the low block on the baseline right. Inside, spin move, up, off the glass, no good. Rebound out to Anderson Foreman. He puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound Simmons, back to Foreman. Anderson Foreman puts it up. He can't get it. Finally, an over the back foul called on Simmons after the box out.
Multiple good looks there for Snow Canyon. Simmons have one, Anderson Foreman have one. And finally, Austin Turnbow gets a body into someone. This was one of our Camping World keys to the game. They're going to have to be very physical down on the block.
Yeah, and if you're going to give up 3 and 4 shots a possession, you're in big trouble.
I know those didn't go, but that's not a trend that can continue for Desert Hills.
Football stud Austin Turnbow passes it around the horn as Desert Hills looking for a shot. They do not have any points yet, down 3-0 early. Turnbow swings it around to the left side to the big guy inside Holbrook. And around the horn we go. Desert Hills down 3-0. We played 2 minutes now, 2 minutes in this game. And I don't think they've even attempted a shot yet.
Lincoln Holmes had the air ball as he attempts the other shot. Another air ball.
Holmes is 0 for 2. Simmons will bring it up himself in the lane. Spins on a guy and offensive foul called on Simmons. And that is 2 quick fouls on Lyman Simmons.
And if you're Desert Hills right now, there's no better way to give yourself a chance than to get their star in foul trouble. Simmons is aggressive in a big way a lot of the times, but right now the Thunder taking advantage of that as Lyman heads to the bench. Walker Morrison, who got the start Wednesday against Hurricane, he's now on the floor in quick fashion.
On that one, offensive foul. He didn't need to lean his shoulder. He had a size advantage.
Yes.
Just had to back his guy down and shoot it, but instead he lowered his shoulder, and the ref, actually pretty easy call. Ball on the baseline, little fadeaway jumper, up and good by Eli Allred, and it's 3-2.
Channeling his inner Dirk Nowitzki, one leg lifted in the air as he leaned back on that one. And right now the Thunder are doing a good job moving guards off ball, whether that's Holmes, whether that's Allred.
Drive all the way in, Warner has it blocked, gets it back. Maybe should have been a jump ball. Back to Warner in the lane, kicks it back out to Hammer. Hammer drives baseline, stop, can't pop. He'll leap and lean anyway, shot up. And no good. Offensive rebound, no good. Another offensive rebound and a foul. And the guy that came in for Lyman Simmons, number 10, Walker Morrison, getting it done inside.
And Morrison's a guy last year, you'll remember Snow Canyon's team, a lot of his points came from beyond the arc. He's normally a perimeter type player, but with Simmons hitting the bench early, Morrison's going to play a little bit on the block. And there he's aggressive inside, gets the rebound. Snow Canyon already piling up those offensive boards.
Ball inside, but a little guy with big guy on his back. Anderson Foreman says, no, I'm not going to shoot that. Excuse me, that was Warner. Round the horn they go. Hammer's got it on the angle right. Man-to-man defense to Anderson Foreman. Now loading up a three on the left side. That's no good. Rebound to the Thunder. Anderson Foreman on the 3 try. Actually, that was Mackey. And we played 3.5 minutes. It's still just a 3-2 game. We talked about, in pregame, this is going to be a defensive scrum at least for a while. If it stays that way, advantage Desert Hills.
Yeah, neither team has, on average, let other opponents score above 50 points. They're both hovering right around that 49 mark.
Desert Hills working the offense. Top of the key three-pointer is in and out, no good. Actually a little strong. And the rebound for Snow Canyon is Owen Mackey.
Mackey's coming off a great performance. 4 triples in that game against Hurricane.
Hammer gets a screen and splash. Another three-pointer by Hammer.
A Team D auto 3 through the net for Bowen Hammer, coming off a game where he had a couple of those himself. He had a 17-point performance in that win over the Tigers.
And I'm here to tell you, you better not go under the screen with Hammer. You better go over the screen, because that was just a little under the screen pick and roll. He stopped and popped and splash. 6-2, Snow Canyon on top. Thunder looking for some offense. Where are they going to find it? Without Simmons in the game, you think they would drive to the hoop, but so far nothing inside.
This is where the Thunder have struggled all year, AG. If Holmes can't get going, they need a secondary scorer. Holbrook's going to try his hand.
And a good-looking turnaround jumper in the lane for Holbrook. Makes it a 6-4 game.
Holbrook's got a nice shooting touch. The biggest qualm may be that he doesn't shoot it enough.
Warriors back on the ahead, 6-4. 5 minutes now played here in the first quarter. Skip pass across the Hammer, loads up the 3, and he's 3 for 3. This one a baseline triple.
He came into this game 52% with almost 70 attempts. How do you do that? Well, here's a prime example. 3 of 3 here in the first with 2 minutes, 44 seconds on the Nets on fire clock.
I think you said he's, 36 of 69 coming into this game?
Yeah, coming into this game.
Nice 3 for 3 in this game. And
Make it 39 to 72.
Wow. Amazing. Thunder have the ball, trying to find some offense. 9-4 the score. It'll stop and pop jumper. That's a brick. Offensive rebound. Nope. Nice job by Warner to take it away. And the Warriors will go back on the offense. Remember, Snow Canyon 13-0, trying to make it 14. Stop and pop 3. That's no good. So Hammer finally missed. He is human.
That's what you call a heat check right there.
Yeah.
You're hot. You might as well pull up, see if it falls. That time it won't. And if you're Snow Canyon, you're okay with that shot. I know you might have wanted to work the offense, but Hammer's been lights out all night.
9-4 our score, 2 minutes to go, and a foul called inside. Personal foul called on Walker Morrison. That's his first, but third on the team. Desert Hills has 1 foul, now 3 on Snow Canyon, and we'll have a couple of subs come in for the Thunder and 1 check in for Snow Canyon. That is Meacham. I assume the coach's boy.
Yes, that's Cy Meacham. Had 2 threes in the win against Hurricane. The Warriors as a squad shoot 53% from the field. The Thunder at about 40%.
Meacham, like his brother, blonde hair. I was going to say like his dad, but we don't know what color his dad's hair is. Doesn't have any left, and what he has, he shaved. 9-4 Warriors. Desert Hills on the offensive side. Baseline drive. Nice pass inside. Ball is blocked. Ball is blocked. Jump ball called. And that will be Desert Hills ball. And actually, they would like to decline the penalty because Holmes hit a 3 after the whistle.
Yeah.
But it won't count.
It was a beautiful find from Holbrook in the first place to see Eric Olson on the down low. Olson started a couple games this year for the Thunder. He's now checking in for Bateman. Good defense from Snow Canyon to get back.
Holmes, heat check. That one's no good. Rebound. Offensive board by D. Hill. So they're getting a little bit of rebounding effort back. Ball goes to the floor, but it's picked up by the Thunder. 1:20 left in the first. That was probably a travel. Got away with it a little bit. Now they go baseline. Holmes trying to free himself for a shot. Thought about the 3, didn't shoot it. Now 3 on the other side is up and rattles home. That is Matt Hamlin's boy, Luke.
That's Eli Allred right there.
Oh, that was Allred. My bad. Sorry.
For Allred, that's going to be 5
points. I saw number 4.
Points.
I thought it was Luke.
Allred in the starting lineup.
Wrong team. Meacham has it up high. He's being hugged. No foul called. Now he goes to the left side to Morrison. Morrison thought about the 3. Couldn't get it off. Over to Hammer. Hammer caught it. Stopped and popped. 3. Good. He's 4 out of 5 from deep.
You like the approach from Landon Esplin, who's new into the ball game. He anticipated, knew where the pass was coming, couldn't get the steal, and it's dangerous when it's up against Hammer, who has the lethal shooting ability that he does.
Should be a 5-second closely guarded call here. No, he got rid of it just in time. 15 seconds left. Thunder playing for a last shot, down 12-7 here in the first quarter. Now we go to 10 seconds. Holmes peels away from his man, gets a screen. Wanted the three, it's not there for him. In fact, they double team him, looking for help, and his shot is blocked, and that'll be the quarter. Long shot is no good. And 1 quarter in the books. It's a 12-7 game. Every point on the board for D Hills off the three from Hammer. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
This is the place with the helpful hardware.
See Hearst first this month for great deals on red hot buys at Hearst Ace Hardware. Make sure and get an Ace Rewards card for savings around the house, the yard, or the job site. Stop by Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Ace is the place with the
Appliance or two, AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. Need an appliance or two? AWP.
Desert Hills High School, ball punched away and out of bounds. Good effort on the defensive side for Desert Hills. It is, though, off of the Thunder. I like the effort by Esplin put in there. Still Snow Canyon ball, up 12-7. I'm surprised a little, Rustin, in that Lyman Simmons is not back out there. He has 2 fouls, but they say, no, let's leave him on the bench. Backdoor pass, shot up, acrobatic shot, and a foul. And the Warriors push the lead to 7, going to the free throw line. That was Owen Mackey.
Nobody, when you say acrobatic, does acrobatic better in Region 10 than Owen Mackey. And right there, a prime example. Typically, he's known for his high-flying dunks. That time, a little over-the-back circus shot, like Bowler would say, Houdini.
Well, Houdini made his free throw, too. It's 15-7. Hard push, stop and pop. Jumper is an air ball. Rebound to Hammer.
And they're letting this Thunder team have it every time down the floor. I know we're in the Thunderdome. Snow Canyon traveled incredibly well. There's high energy on both sides here.
That was Holbrook, by the way, on the shot. Couldn't get it to go. And now Warriors on the offensive side. Hammer, top of the key. Swing the ball around the horn. With the ball is Call. Hands it off to Anderson Foreman. Hammer from way outside. Left that one short. Long rebound. Taken down by the Thunder.
I know he's a very high efficiency shooter. You'll take those if you're Desert Hills.
That was Jimmer range right there. So I've got him 4 out of 6 in the game, though. That's still above 50%. Missed by Desert Hills and a rebound to Hammer and company. Hammer drives baseline, stop and pop. Shot is off just barely. And a rebounding foul called on Snow Canyon. Call will get his first personal.
Zach Call coming in at the backup big man spot. And I know that Bowen Hammer's had a fantastic game. He's kind of giving you all your points. But right now for the Warriors, I think Coach Meacham really wants to get the offense working again because Hammer's content to take every shot. With his talent level, sure, why not? But other guys have the ability. Owen Mackey still has yet really other than his AM1 to get rolling. Will Warner can hit open shots. We know the Warriors offense can move.
Lyman Simmons still on the bench, by the way.
Still on the bench, yes.
With those 2 fouls. Hard drive. Holmes is fouled going to the hoop by Meacham. And Link Holmes will get a pair of free throws. I believe it was on the shot.
Yeah, we will. For Desert Hills right now, Lincoln Holmes is being hassled every time he touches the ball from the Snow Canyon crowd. He's had a couple air balls. That'll happen when you take as many shots as Lincoln Holmes does. He's the main guy. It's that first free throw off the rim and out. So he's going to have to kind of overcome some adversity, even here on his home floor, to try to get his team back within striking range.
Well, you mentioned he's being hassled by the crowd. He's also being hassled by the defense. He doesn't get an open look in this game.
You'll see multiple Warriors around him every time he touches the ball. The second one's good to go. 8:15 on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard.
D. Hill's trying a little full court press. Easily broken by Snow Canyon. Now they'll slow things down and set the offense. Hammer is not on the floor right now, so neither is Simmons. They'll have to go look elsewhere for the offense. Warner's got it on the angle right, gets a screen from Mackey, and they throw it away. Throw it to the Desert Hills student section. None of those guys are wearing uniforms. That's a turnover.
I'm sure one of them will be happy to take a shot, though.
15-8 our count. 6:15 left first half. Holmes being, like you said, hassled by the student section as the Thunder swinging around the horn. Now they get it to Holmes, top of the key. Needs a screen, they give it to him. Holmes, it was pick and roll, but the guy didn't roll, so he had to pass it up.
Yeah, Turnbow popped right there. I think Holmes wanted him to roll because he did have room.
And the Thunder still working the perimeter. Nothing inside yet, even with Simmons out of the game. They have not been able to attack the basket. Up high it goes to Holmes again. One-on-one coverage. Dragged his foot, got away with it. Now passes it to the left side. No three available. They'll swing it around the right side. Holmes has it on the angle right. One-on-one. What's he going to do with it? Fakes a drive and gives it up. Now at three on the other side is up and good. Didn't see that one coming. Flinging it from deep is Esplin.
Big shot for Esplin. He came in tonight from beyond the arc. He was struggling a little bit. He was 3 of 11, making 4 of 12. He'll raise that clip, and for the Thunder offense, they needed that.
Faking the three is Warner. Now he gets it over to Meacham. Meacham to Anderson Foreman. Back to Meacham. They're on the angle right in front of the bench. Almost had a backdoor to Mackey. Didn't take it. Now Warner drives baseline. Little runner is up, but before he can shoot it, a reaching foul called on the Thunder.
We've had a pretty clean game so far. Not a lot of fouls either way. Snow Canyon's been whistled for 5. For Desert Hills, that's their third with 4 minutes, 51 seconds on the Nets on Fire clock.
And look who made his first appearance since getting his second foul. Lyman Simmons out on the floor now. I thought maybe he'd sit him the whole rest of the half with 2 fouls, but he's in there. Maybe, all right, we need a couple of buckets. Let's get the big guy in there. Warner was trapped. Gets it over to Mackey. Now to Simmons, top of the key. To Anderson Foreman. Anderson Foreman drives the lane, gives it back to Simmons. Step back three-pointer is short, no good. Rebound Thunder, but a rebounding foul called on Anderson Foreman. No, they're going to call it on Desert Hills. My bad.
Anderson Foreman is the type of player when he's on the floor, he makes things happen consistently. On the season, it's not as if he's putting up a major amount of points or anything like that, about 3.8 for a game. But what he does in the screen department, the way he cuts to the basket, he has a certain gravity to him that defenses have to respect. And there, hustling on the other end, gives Snow Canyon another opportunity.
Simmons is inside and open. They didn't get him the ball. Now they do, but he's outside of the lane. Simmons, spin move in the lane. Little jump hook up and good. And a foul. Chance for a three-point play. Lyman Simmons is that good inside.
Bateman is going to get called for that one, and he did what's very hard to do against Lyman Simmons. He jumped with Simmons, and nobody really has a longer reach than Lyman in Region 10. He's able to get that one up and in. Bateman with contact on the hand, and it looks like Simmons and Bateman will probably be matching minutes all night long.
Simmons, a very good free throw shooter. He hits it. Another three-point play in the quarter. It's 18-11 now. Snow Canyon on top by 7 here on the road at Desert Hills. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left on our Nets on Fire clock. Thunder on the offensive side. Looking for Holbrook inside, can't get it to him. Instead they go to Holmes outside. And now way outside, they finally do get it to the baseline. Simmons on one defensively as he picks up number 35, but 35 Bateman throws it away. Warriors with the ball. Hammer back in there. They got all their studs in there, including Simmons. Simmons one-on-one inside. In the lane, jump hook. Now, almost impossible to stop, and it's good.
There's nothing you can do there if you're Ethan Bateman. Bateman's long and lanky and a solid defender inside, but where Simmons puts that basketball, where he shoots that from, there's no way to get to it.
No chance, you're right. I grew up in the era watching Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the sky hook. It was almost virtually unblockable. Inside, Holmes looking for somewhere to go, shoots it over Simmons and rolls it in.
Good patience from Lincoln Holmes a couple times in the first, and here in the second he's tried to force something right there. He uses fancy footwork to let the Warriors defense shift and go by, and then finishes.
Hammer goes top of the key to Anderson Foreman. Now to Warner. Warner gets a screen from Simmons. Stop and pop. Three is way long. Almost an air ball. Hit the backboard only. Rebound to the Thunder. Holmes has his shot blocked. Great defense out there. And 3-on-2. Alley-oop to Hammer is good. He didn't throw it down, but he tipped it in.
I don't know how Hammer even got that shot up, honestly. He was on his way down when the ball touched his hands, and he was still able to almost volleyball set it up into the rim.
Lead is up to 9, 22-13 Thunder, looking for their 14th win of the year against no losses. Around the horn they go. Holbrook has it in the lane, drives, stop, pop, off the glass, no good. Simmons on the glass. Simmons is fouled on the reach after he starts to dribble. And that'll be foul number 5 on the Thunder.
There's another thing you have to appreciate about Lyman Simmons. Most bigs get that rebound and are surrounded by 2 opposing players, and they wait for a guard to come and get it from him. Right there, Simmons says, I'm going to push this myself, and it forces Boston Holbrook to foul him. That'll be Holbrook's first personal.
That's what I do. When I get the rebound inside, I look for a guard.
Yeah.
I don't want to dribble in traffic.
You do the third grade hold where you put both arms around it and you cower and wait till a guard comes and grabs it from you, right?
You know you're going to get fouled. You know you're going to get fouled. 2:15 left in the half. 22-13 Warriors. They have the ball on the offensive end. Hammer has already 14 points here in the first half. Little separation in the drive. Now stop and pop. He's got to pick it up. Closely guarded. The little runner is up and good. But, yeah, I think we got a timeout on the floor.
Yeah.
I think they were about to get a 5-second closely guarded call. They'll take a timeout. So we'll take a 1-minute break. Be back in 1 minute here on KDXU.
It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Hey, Southern Utah, Tyler here, Boulevard Home. We wanted to take this time to thank you for voting us the best furniture and appliance store in Southern Utah again this year. We couldn't do it without you. We appreciate all the support from you as well as the community for the 47 years we've been in business. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts here at Boulevard Home. We love you.
Did we have any Hearst Ace Hardware updates yet?
I haven't seen anything so far. The last I saw was a first quarter update as we have a travel inside. Desert Hills defense forces the turnover. The last update I saw was out at Dixie High where the Flyers are taking on the Reds of Cedar, and it was 19-17, a tight game after the end of the first quarter.
I was a little bit surprised. Pineview goes to Cedar on Wednesday night and gets the victory on the road. Big win for them. Little backdoor pass, but they can't get the shot away. Thunder maintain possession, and Lincoln Holmes just traveled with the ball. Travel on one end, travel on the other end. I guess we're even, huh?
Even now.
1 minute, 33 seconds left on the scoreboard there until halftime. It is 22-13. Get the ball in. Warner has it. Took it away from a guy. Now down the court. Drives all the way in the lane. Shot up. Oh, and a little too hard. Rebound to the Thunder.
You'll take that attack and tenacity every time from Will Warner, though.
Holbrook's got it on the outside. Little crossover. Drives in the lane looking for help. Gets it back outside. Now to Holmes. Holmes with the pick and roll. Runs in the lane. Little leap and leaner up. No good. Teardrop. Warner on the glass. It's 1-on-1. 1-on-3 now as he'll slow it down. Simmons back out of the game. Actually, I don't see Hammer out there either. No, Hammer's got the ball. My bad. I was looking for all the other guys.
And they're putting Eric Olson on him, going for a little bit of length here.
Stop and pop jumper up, no good. Ball tipped but picked up by the Thunder. Under a minute to go in the half, 22-13. Warriors on top. They throw a little fade pass inside over the top, and foul called. Interesting, this ref picked a foul out from half court. The ref underneath watching the same play didn't call a foul.
It's the second time that's happened tonight. It happened once on the offensive call on one end, and now again. We do have another Hearst Ace Hardware Region 10 update. Dixie has expanded that 2-point lead at the end of the first to 34-23.
Wow, good second quarter for the Flyers.
starting to pull ahead a little bit. 13-22, your score here over on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard, and we're
in one-on-one situation. Ball saved on the sideline by Desert Hills.
I think he was out of bounds. That's what Coach Meacham's calling for.
Looked like it to me too, but they didn't call it, so we'll play on. Chris Allred, the Desert Hills coach, calling out the signals. Holmes one-on-one, going to play for a last shot here as we go under 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Holmes creates a little separation. Not ready to go yet as we get down to 10 seconds. Now he'll start to go. Holmes peels to the left. Hands the ball off to Holbrook. Holbrook can't save it. Long pass, didn't need to shoot it that early. Now we'll go the other way, and a desperation shot is not close. And we'll end the half on a couple of ugly possessions. 22-13, Ruston, before we go to break. Your thoughts on half number one?
It's a defensive slugfest, just almost like we anticipated. I won't say we fully anticipated because we know Snow Canyon is super effective at scoring the basketball, but 22-13, that doesn't surprise me. You flash back to Wednesday's game against Dixie for Desert Hills, it was 20-12. The issue for the Thunder is not holding teams down, it's scoring points themselves. But right now they have to feel pretty good about the position that they're in. Outside of Bowen Hammer, Lyman Simmons and Owen Mackey really have yet to get rolling, and hopefully the Thunder feel that they can score a little bit more. If you're Snow Canyon, you're feeling pretty good because you scored 22 without Mackey and Simmons getting going, so it's a double-edged sword in that regard.
Leading all scorers right now, 14 points for Hammer. He made those 4 first quarter three-pointers, and he's leading the way. We'll take a break. 2-minute timeout, Matt and Ken. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll have our Info West halftime report coming up here on WarriorNation.tv, as well as News Radio 890, 94.9 KDXU, back in 2 minutes.
Sunset Flooring, family owned and operated since 1991, are St. George's flooring and window covering experts. No job is too big or too small. From new installs to remodels, our helpful and experienced staff can show you a variety of flooring and window covering options to fit your budget and give you the look you want. Visit our showroom, call, or visit us at sunsetflooring.net to schedule your free in-home estimate. Sunset Flooring in St. George. Let us help you make your house a home.
I think there's always options to treat your pain, and I would recommend to any patient who's dealing with chronic pain to be the squeaky wheel to get the grease. There's always more that we can do. Our whole goal is to get you better without surgery, but sometimes we need to operate as well.
And we work closely with surgeons when what we're doing isn't providing the amount of pain relief that the patient is hoping for. But we specialize in minimally invasive procedures, focusing mostly in the spine, but we also do work in other areas of the body.
With the knowledge that we can't help everybody, but we want patients to know that we're going to try to do our best to help them.
What is rewarding about working in this field is being able to help somebody get their life back.
Clouds in the sky seem less noticeable than the cloud connected to your phone. Data is quickly becoming the new currency in our society, and all the information you or your business can hold is priceless. So why not store it, secure it, and protect it? That's where we come in. Our job is to assist you in ways that help you to facilitate your business. Tonnequin Data Center redefines the meaning of data protection. Located in a disaster-safe zone.
Welcome back. It's halftime here. Andy and Ruston live from the Thunderdome. Halftime brought to you by InfoWest, the internet people. Wow, they've got local service. They've got fast internet. In fact, I use InfoWest in my house every single day. Never have an issue. Love streaming movies, playing video games, whatever it is. Internet, InfoWest, wow, that's the place to be. Again, halftime, it's 22-13. Yes, you heard me right. The Thunder with 13 points in the first half. Russ, and we thought it would be a defensive game. Are you surprised the Thunder only have 13, though, at the half?
I'm not, and really just because statistically, it's kind of the trend that Desert Hills basketball has been on recently. Only 12 points against Dixie on Wednesday by halftime. They average right around 45 points a game. So if you're simply a statistics nerd and look at how things should break out quarter by quarter, they're right on par with that. The only encouraging thing about those 12 points is that Lincoln Holmes has not necessarily been his typical self tonight, and you're having to find other guys. I really like what Eli Allred has done early on. He got going. He's had a 3 tonight already, had a nice little baseline J that ended up going down for him as well. So you hope that in the second half, other guys like Holbrook kind of find their stroke as well, and it only enhances the offense. But if I'm not necessarily surprised, just because it's kind of been the trend so far this year.
Certainly a trend they would like to reverse. I'll go over the scoring for Desert Hills. The Wilkinson stats are not pretty, though. Nobody with more than 5 points. Eli Allred had a 2 and a 3. But you look at the rest of the team, 3 points for Esplin, 3 points for Lincoln Holmes. You expect a lot more out of him, and he'll get it going. And then a bucket for 2 for Holbrook, and that is it. That's all the scoring in the first half for the Thunder. They score 7 in the first and only 6 points in the second quarter.
That's which, I mean, that's a little below the statistical average. So there's really only one place to go from here, AG, and that's up if you're Desert Hills, right? Or at least you hope that's the case.
The good news for the Thunder is they held Snow Canyon to 22. Snow Canyon normally at this time has somewhere in the 30s.
Yes, yeah, typically. They had a 25-point first quarter against Hurricane. They only have 22 points here at half. So all credit to Desert Hills defense, and a lot of that really has been because one player in particular has been hot, and I'll let you get to him in the Wilkinson statistics, but it's mostly been a one-man show so far for the Warriors.
Yeah, leading scorer in the game by far. In fact, he's outscored the whole other team. At his Bowen Hammer, he has 4 3-pointers. He did make a 2 that kind of rattled in for 14 points here at intermission. Lyman Simmons, only 3 points. He had a 3-point play. It seemed like he had a second. Didn't he have a second bucket? So he got 5 points, actually. And then 5 points for Owen McKay in the first half. Nobody else has scored.
And right now, it works both ways. The Thunder are happy that they held Snow Canyon to 22, and for the Warriors, they know that things are going to get rolling in the second. You cannot hold Lyman Simmons to 4 points, to 5 points. It doesn't work that way, especially against smaller teams like Desert Hills. He's bound to get going. Owen Mackey coming off a 22-point performance against Hurricane, and he only has 3 points, and that was an and-one opportunity. That's bound to change as well. So all signs point towards the Warriors probably increasing their offensive output in the second half.
It's kind of a good news, bad news for the Thunder. Only scored 13, but you held the Warriors to 22. Can you continue to hold the dam back, the water back in the second half? Well, we'll find out. It is halftime, brought to you by InfoWest. We're going to take another. They've got dancers out, parents are out filming and stuff. Don't know how long halftime's going to be, but we're going to take another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have our Hearst Ace Hardware scoreboard at the break here on our We Win Injury Law scoreboard. It's 22-13, Warriors on top, back in 2.
Now your teeth are gone.
I don't remember anything.
That's a good thing.
You still have your wisdom teeth? I don't. I had them taken out because they were causing problems. Why are they there in the first place? Experts say our jaws were bigger and we needed our wisdom teeth for eating, but over time, our jaws have gotten smaller. Other scientists say that our brains have gotten bigger. The fact is, they just don't fit and need to be taken out. If you leave your wisdom teeth in, they can cause crooked teeth, increased tooth decay, jaw pain cyst under the gums, and they may grow in sideways. Let's get them out. All Out Wisdom Teeth can remove your wisdom teeth for half the price, including exams, x-rays, IV sedation, and their dry socket money-back guarantee. If you need your wisdom teeth removed, click on the link to visit alloutwisdomteeth.com or call 435-414-3111.
This is Dr. Burke from Burke & Beckstrom Orthodontics. Did you know that you don't need a referral from your dentist to visit us? That's right. We offer complimentary consultations with no strings attached, no pressure, and no referral needed. We are often asked, what is the best age for me to take my child in to see you? We are in agreement with the American Association of Orthodontists and want to do the first orthodontic consultation at age 7. This will ensure that growth and development are normal and allow for preventive or corrective treatment to ensure that a small problem at a young age does not become a bigger problem later on. Give us a call or visit us online at BurkeandBekstromOrtho.com and learn how we can help you and your family smile forward.
Welcome back, Andy and Russin at the Thunderdome, where the visiting Warriors are looking to get their, another win. That's all they do so far this year is win. I've been around a lot of basketball over the years, Rustin. Going into playoffs undefeated, and I'm not saying SNOW Canyon is there. They got a long way to go, is actually usually a bad thing. Usually you want to drop one along the way. It helps to humble the guys. It helps to kind of, reset your grit, your determination. They're probably not going to lose this game, but I'm looking down the road and I'm thinking SNOW Canyon is going to be challenged this year. Will they lose a game? Right now it doesn't look like they're going to. They've beat some very good teams already.
Dixie's probably the biggest remaining hurdle in their way, and they'll square off this upcoming Wednesday, January 12th, out there at the hangar, and what should be a great one. But you look at this Warriors team, if there's any consolation, it sounds funny because you're right, sometimes losing teaches a team what they really need to improve on, and maybe the Warriors right now are feeling well enough, but they've played some tight games. That game against Ridgeline was really, really good.
Yeah, they
the
won
game
by 3.
against Kearns, by the win by 3. The good news is they played in some tight ones. It's not as if SNOW Canyon's been beating everyone by 30. There's been their fair share of those wins as well, and I think they've learned a lot from those tight games also. But you bring up a good point. SNOW Canyon clearly in the driver's seat, and when you're in the driver's seat, anybody who's been on a road trip knows it makes it that much easier to get sleepy, maybe nod off a little bit, maybe become bored with what's going on around you, and the Warriors cannot afford that, especially now that they have state title aspirations.
Half number 2 underway. We'll get that Hearst Hayes Hardware update to you in a second. I can tell you Dixie is winning and Crimson is winning right now. We'll get those scores in a second. Right now, Desert Hill starts the second half with the basketball. On the angle right, straight man-to-man for the Warriors. Swinging around the horn to Holbrook. Holbrook drives in the lane. Little runner, no, he wanted to pass it. It's tipped away and stolen. Picked off by the Warriors. Warner bumped along the baseline, and I believe they're going to call a bumping foul. They do. Personal foul is on Allred. That's his first.
Anderson Foreman was the one who created the steal on the other end.
Warriors by 9. They have not led by double digits yet. They're trying to get there on this possession. With the catch is Mackey inside Simmons. Simmons, a little runner. It's blocked. Defensive block. Good effort inside by Bateman. Gets a block shot.
And Bateman's mirrored Simmons all night long. He's had to for Desert Hills. He's the only one with the length to stay in front of Lyman. Did a great job there.
Simmons in the lane, loses it. Get back out to Hammer. Wide open 3 is good. 5th three-pointer of the game on 7 tries for Hammer.
Bowen Hammer has been absurd, and we said wait till other guys get going for the SNOW Canyon team. Bowen Hammer said, nah, we'll keep it just me for now.
He has 17. It's 25-13. Desert Hills on the offense. Stop and pop from the elbow jumper, no good. Simmons tips it to himself, comes away with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Warner. Warner looking inside for his big guy. Back up top to Anderson Foreman. Around the horn to Hammer. Hammer, hand check, no foul called. Will keep his dribble alive. Goes baseline. Holmes picks him up. Now into Simmons. Simmons backs his man down. Little jump hook up and good. Unbelievable shot.
Simmons,
and really unguardable.
I was going to say, not only does he put that ball in a tough position, the way he moves in the post is almost methodical. You don't think he's going to shoot it when he shoots it. You think he's going to try one more power move. Instead, he goes up smooth.
Holmes, a little runner on the baseline, no good. Rebound taken down by Desert Hills and a foul called. If it's on Simmons, that will be, and it is, that is number 3 on Lyman Simmons.
That's the type of tenacity that Desert Hills needs right now to get back in this game.
My bad, it's 23, not 32, by the way, on the foul.
Anderson
So the
Foreman.
personal's on Anderson Foreman, not Simmons.
But you love Bateman crashing. Bateman came from the left side of the floor. He was out near the three-point line, right around that hammer that has the DH on it when he crashed. That's one thing the Thunder didn't see enough of in the first half was second chance opportunities. Bateman gives him one there despite missing the first and second free throw.
Rebound to Simmons, 0 for 2. Bateman from the line. He has not scored in this game. Walking it up himself is Warner. Warner goes to Mackey. Around the horn they go. Ball tipped, nearly stolen, and it is picked up by Desert Hills. The bench of Snow Canyon says he dribbled it on the sideline, but referee doesn't agree.
Credit that still to Austin Turnbow.
Turnbow gets the ball now, swings the top of the key. Around the horn to Holbrook. Holbrook with Anderson Foreman on him. Backs away, keeps a lefty dribble alive. Now goes baseline to Eli Allred. Allred up and in. No, shot won't go. Gets his own rebound. Looking for somewhere to go. Simmons is there. Can't get the shot away. Back out. Three-pointer. Up. No good. Rebound. Taken down by Anderson Foreman. Ahead to Hammer. 2-on-1. Nope. He's going to back it out. Three-pointer. Other way. Good. And somebody else is involved. That somebody else is Mackey.
We were waiting for the lid to come off for Owen Mackey. He's first triple of the night. His other 3 points came from inside on an and one. He hit 4 in that win against Hurricane. No doubt he can stroke it.
And right now it's 8-0 in the third quarter, and the lead is ballooned to 30-13. Turnbow thought about the three, can't get it away. Now they go to the right side to Holmes, back to Turnbow. No attack inside. There's a travel.
With that turnover, AG, the Snow Canyon Warriors are on a 7-0 Red Rock Real Estate run. Absolutely came out here in the second half. Defensively, first and foremost.
It's actually 8-0. 22 is the halftime.
Yeah.
So 8-0 in the second half.
Good call. There we go. 8-0 Red Rock Real Estate run. We just wanted to correct that so we could get Red Rock Real Estate another mention.
The lead was 9. It's now 17. The student sections are having fun, but on the court right now, it's all Snow Canyon. Drive, scoop, shot, good, but what do they call?
Looks like we had an offensive foul.
I think they must have called it. No, they do call a foul. You're right. Personal foul is on Hammer, his first. And it'll be Desert Hills ball. They need a bucket in a bad way. 3.5 minutes played in the third. They have yet to score in the third quarter. Holbrook inside. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Anderson Foreman. The bother by Simmons. Pushing hard is Warner. Drives in the lane. Looking for help. Back out to Simmons. He drives in the lane. Good, up and under move. Basket good, but no travel called. Take it away.
Simmons, as a big man, you know that everybody's always coming for that block, right? Everybody wants to block the big guy. So Simmons has the basketball IQ to hesitate, wait for everyone to blow by. Would have had the foul, but he drug that foot. The official caught it before the contact. Desert Hills gets a much-needed turnover.
I thought for a minute he was going to rise and dunk it, but instead he went for the fake.
Seen him do that.
Unfortunately for him, the referee said he traveled.
Jake Wilkins in the game, first time today for Desert Hills.
Holbrook can't get the shot away. Swings it around the horn. They're looking for a shot. They have gotten nothing inside. Of course, when you've got Simmons around, you're not going to get a lot of easy looks. Desert Hills moving the ball well, but they cannot find a way to get open.
That's the thing about this Thunder offense. There hasn't been a shot in this half that's been bad. They just haven't fallen.
Holbrook, though, finally takes a lid off the basket. He hits a left angle three.
Fall in is the proper term, and that's exactly what that shot did right there for Boston Holbrook.
They try to get it into Simmons. Ball tipped away. Picking up his Hammer. Hammer looking for a screen from Simmons. Doesn't take it. Instead drives baseline. Shot up. Off the glass. No good. Rebound Thunder. It's 30-16 with 3:15 to go on our Nets on Fire clock. Thunder with the basketball.
That was good defense from Holbrook away from the ball. He stepped in and made Hammer pull up.
Shot up. No good. Rebound Thunder. Three on the way is up. No good. Rebound Hammer. The sophomore Hammer on the glass. No, excuse me, junior Hammer on the glass. Inside to Simmons. Simmons spin move in the lane. Looking to get a shot away. Jump hook. No good. Rebound bounced around but saved by D. Hills.
Eric Olson gets his turn to guard Simmons. Does a good job there just staying straight up.
Holbrook drives in the lane. Spin move. Stop and pop. Shot no good. Simmons on the glass. Long lead pass to Warner. Excuse me. That is to Mackey. Mackey stop and pop, no good. Hammer is pushed out of there, and on the shot, he will be fouled. Hammer saying, I was shooting. You going to give me the shot? They're actually going to call it on Hammer. I don't like this call. There's over the back, but when you have the ball in your hand and the guy backs under you, that's not a foul on you. That should be the guy backing under you. Referee says nope, over the back.
It did appear the possession had already been gained before. Regardless, though, that is going to be that's going to be Hammer's second.
Scott Gibson, Intercap Lending timeout, full timeout. We'll take a 1 minute break. It's a 14-point Warrior lead. Back in 1 minute. Welcome back as we go to live action. We're going to give you that scoreboard update. I promised it. We'll get it to you in just a minute as we get some updated scores from around Region 10. Right now, though, here at Desert Hills, the Warriors lead it by 14. Desert Hills desperately trying to find some offense. They have 16 points in, 16 plus 6, 22 minutes of basketball. Holmes fakes a three, steps inside for a 15-footer, no good, but he's fouled, a little bump by Mackey. No, they do give it to Mackey.
Snow Canyon did not have a ton of fouls. They only had 2 about a minute ago, and now they've already risen up to 4. Desert Hills at 1 foul.
Thunder with the ball. Baseline 3 underway. It is up, no good, not even close. Rebound taken down by the Snow Canyon Warriors.
That's Jake Wilkins on the attempt. He's 0-2 from the field tonight.
Meacham inside to Simmons, and he scores on a jump hook. Lyman Simmons starting to get it going now. He has 9 points.
And the Warriors getting back to their offensive setting, right? Get it inside, work it outside. And right now, Simmons hasn't had to work it outside because everything's going for him inside of now.
Yeah, if they go one-on-one, might as well just keep shooting. If they double, then you're going to have somebody wide open.
With this lineup right now, you really don't want to leave anyone open as Meacham fights for the ball, and nearly got a turnover.
Nice pickup by the Thunder. Save it. Thunder on the offense, 1:10 to go in the third, and a timeout taken. The full or a 30. Let's see what the official says. It is a full timeout, so we will take the break on our We Win injury.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
UP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you.
Ernie's is the player of the game, right? And then we're back. Snow Canyon up by 32-16 count. Got a long way to go for getting our Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert. They've got to get to, what is it, 55?
55, yep.
Yeah. Right now only 32. They are leading by 16, the Warriors. Three-pointer underway is in and out, no good. Rebound, bounce out of there. Anderson Foreman comes away. It's one on none, and he throws it down. The slam dunk by Anderson Foreman.
Anderson Foreman had an opportunity in that game against Hurricane to throw it down. He laid it up instead. He gets his dunk right on the tonight.
Ball out of bounds. It's going to be off of Snow Canyon. Rebound to Desert Hills. 34-16 after the rainmaker, the crowd pleaser, the throwdown by Anderson Foreman.
At the high school level, you normally see an athlete rise up with two hands, put it down safely. Anderson Foreman put the hammer back right there to throw it down.
A little Karl Malone-esque, except he's not near as big. 18-point lead. Snow Canyon goes inside. Backs down without Lyman Simmons in the game. Little jump hook is up and good. Easy money, actually, for number 35, Bateman.
Strong post move there from Bateman. Put his shoulder down, knocked Morrison out of the way, made him stumble back, and finished with the left.
14 seconds to go in the quarter. Looks like the Warriors will hold for one. Simmons on the bench. Hammer gets it. Ball tipped away, though. And actually a reach and a foul called. Now, that's actually not a bad foul with 7 seconds left because they have some to give here at the end of the third. That's only their second team foul.
Yeah, quite a few left to give as Simmons comes back on the floor with 6.8 seconds. Watch Simmons get it, maybe try to work it outside to Hammer, Meacham, or Morrison, all three-point shooters.
Ball comes in and a foul called as trying to seal it was Bateman, but he got a lot of Simmons' arm.
Yeah.
And that'll be foul number 3 with 5.7 now on the clock.
I like the approach, though. You need to make something happen if you're Desert Hills. Can't give up more points here.
They double Simmons. They go instead to Warner into Simmons. Simmons with the fadeaway. That's no good. Tipped up and almost dunked in on the follow by Hammer. He can't quite get it, and the quarter will end. It's 34-18 right now at the break. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll get all the scores for you when we come back. Back in 60 seconds. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, Andy and Rustin, live at Desert Hills High School. It has been mostly the Bowen Hammer show. He has 5 3-pointers, 17 points in the game to lead Snow Canyon at the end of the third quarter. We're at 34-18. Warriors well off their scoring pace, but they've got a big lead.
And it's not as if they had a massive third quarter. It's just that they held Desert Hills to a 5-point third quarter. That goes a long way.
Yeah, good call on that one. Will Warner has it. Now goes other side to Meacham. Now baseline, catch and shoot, 3-pointer up and good. That's Owen Mackey.
Mackey is as good as it gets, and Snow Canyon is so smart. Look at who they have on the floor right now. They're going to give it to Simmons and let him work outside every time.
Hey, look who made an appearance. Lincoln Holmes at the baseline in reverse for 2. That is his, that is his second field goal of the game. First here in the second half.
They're going to need a big fourth quarter from him as Will Warner looks like he got hit in the face.
Yeah, going by, trying to play the defense, just kind of swung his hand around. This happens in basketball. Eli Allred got him in the eye. Warner went immediately to his knee as the referee said, my time for the injury. And Warner will sit down probably for a minute. I think Coach Meacham's lost some weight, man. He's looking svelte and skinny, isn't he? I think Warner's going to be okay. I'll check him out. I think he's going to be all right. That hurts for a minute, but then it goes away.
It does. Because you got adrenaline going on right now. I'm sure we'll see him again. Still holding that left eye as he gets a drink.
Warriors with it. They get it on the baseline. The spin move, nothing there for Mackey. Goes free throw line extended. And offensive foul as taking the charge for Desert Hills. That is Bateman.
And for Bateman right now, he knew as soon as he hit the ground, he pointed the other direction. He knew he was in position, knew that he drew the offensive contact, and ultimately forces that Snow Canyon turnover. And for Simmons, that's only his third foul. He's been a lot better here in the second half when it comes to his foul count.
37-20 Warriors by 17. Turnbow goes top of the key to Bateman. Now to Holmes. Holmes follows, or a nice push shot. Oh, and the front rolled around, little toilet ringer. Would not go for Bateman, and Snow Canyon on the glass.
I still like Bateman's attitude. He's attacking on the defensive end. He's going for steals, trying to get his team back in it.
Another three up and no good by Mackey this time. Rebound Thunder. Hard drive, but repealed. They go to Holbrook. Holbrook in the lane. Now to Austin Turnbow. Turnbow gives the ball off to, well, they go around the horn. Back with it is Holbrook. Top of the key to Bateman. Hands the ball off. With it is Allred. He goes fade away. Shot up off the glass. No good. Rebound, though, to the Thunder. Top of the key. Three-pointer up. That's a brick. No good. But a foul on the three. Coming out hard is Meacham. What's the rule? Never foul a jump shooter, right? Well, he fouled Allred, who will go to the line for not one, not two, but 3 free throws.
And these 3 free throws here at the Fabulous Freddy Stripe are courtesy of Lincoln Holmes getting that offensive rebound. It hasn't been his night shooting the basketball, still trying to do the small things that make a difference as Allred's first free throw goes off the front end. Thunder have left some points at the line tonight.
If you can, will you look up and see if we got any scores? I know Dixie has blown that one open against Cedar.
Yeah, that was the last update that we actually got. Flyers continuing to lead that game late in the third. It was 57-41. Flyers on top of the Reds.
That's a Hearst Ace Hardware update right in the heart of St. George and Cedar City. Hearst, yeah, they've got it probably. If you need it, they've got it. Even if you don't need it, they've got it. So Allred hits 2 out of 3 to make it a 15-point game, but Thunder have got to have some stops and some buckets. That's what it's all about at this point. Meacham will bring it up. Holmes is on him. It'll cross over at midcourt. Looking for help, goes to Hammer. Hammer way up top of the key to Simmons. Simmons thought about driving, backed it off. Now looking for help. Gives the ball up to Hammer. Hammer one-on-one. Throws it inside to Anderson Foreman. Oh, he had a layup if he could catch that one because nobody was there, but Anderson Foreman couldn't catch the fastball from Hammer.
It was a solid combination of Anderson Foreman moving towards the hoop and Hammer's pass slightly behind. It was one of those plays where you really can't fault anybody. It just didn't pan out the way that they intended. Right read there for Snow Canyon. Thunder need a bucket here in a big, big way to try to crawl back in this one.
Holbrook with the screen, gets it to Holmes. Holmes, a little runner, is up, no good. Partially blocked, I think, by Anderson Foreman. Now the double team on Simmons. He got rid of it to Meacham. 4-on-3 for the Thunder. Out of the corner, three-pointer is a brick. Whoa, hit the side of the backboard. Maybe rushed that one a little bit. Now the Thunder driving in. Scoop shot up, no good, but a pushing foul called on Snow Canyon.
Nice attack from Landon Esplin off the rebound. Morrison's three ended up hitting the side. Desert Hills pushed, and they pushed quick. Should send Esplin, or they're going to say it was before.
Yeah, it was on the drive, so team foul
should
number.
be in the bonus, though.
Actually, yeah, that's 7, so 1-and-1 free throws. Snow Canyon at 13-0, 2-0 in region play. They haven't had their region bye yet with 7 teams. Every region night, there's one team that's not playing. Tonight, the team not playing, Pineview.
Yep. Warriors' 2 region wins this year have came against Hurricane and Cedar.
Free throw, no good. Rebound going to the floor, rolling around with it. No travel called. Get it to Holmes on the angle left. Spin move in the lane. Shot up, no good, but a foul called on the Warriors. Picking up the personal is Call.
Admiring right there Lincoln Holmes and his work ethic. He's had enough reasons tonight to hang his head, be disappointed every time he touches it. The opposing student section is shouting air ball, but he continues to try to go to work. He's been solid on the offensive glass in this quarter. Right there, he's able to get to the free throw line and hit what feels like the first Thunder free throw down in quite some time from the Fabulous Freddy's charity stripe.
I'm looking, they are right now in the game 4 out of 8 from the line. Not good numbers.
I mean, 4 points. It's 37-23. It's minor, but you'll take what you can get as a lane violation.
Oh,
will take away that free throw.
Yeah, I got the first one, the second one, good, but take it away. The score will remain 37-23. And we've got another Scott Gibson Intercap Lending timeout. That'll get us a chance again to check scores, see where we're at. Last we heard, Dixie 16 points better than Cedar. We had an early score from the Hurricane Crimson game, but nothing recently. I think it was, a Crimson like a 7-point lead or 5-point lead or something?
Yeah, last we got it, it was actually Hurricane up, if I'm not mistaken. It was 20-16 in favor of the Tigers out there in Hurricane.
By the way, speaking of free throws, all free throws tonight brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's. I actually stopped by Fabulous Freddy's on my way here to grab a drink. Yeah, great stuff. But Snow Canyon tonight has only shot 2 free throws. Made them both, but they've only shot 2. On the other side, D Hills has 8. They made 4. And that last one didn't count.
Yeah,
it was a lane violation. Snow Canyon looking to get it in, They finally do get it to Will Warner. Warner pushing hard with Holbrook on him. Crosses over at midcourt, drives all the way in. Stop and pop, shot up and good. Warner gets a roll.
For Will Warner, is that his first bucket of the night?
It is.
And it comes in solid fashion. A little hesitation. Had Olsen down below who was looking for a block, hesitates just enough to create some room to get that shot up and in as Meacham going to be called for the bump.
Yeah, that's a textbook reach. You go across the body to get to the ball. Whether you touch them or not, ref's going to call that most of the time.
Yeah, they're always have their eye on that. And it's such a tough angle, too, when Meacham dove in there because the official, as far as he can see, he's looking at Holmes. All he sees is Holmes' 24 jersey, and he sees Meacham go across that. Typically, that'll be an easy call as Holmes gets another free throw down.
Free throw is good. He's 3 out of 4. Should be 4 out of 5, but for the lane violation. Cuts it to a 15-point game.
We also want to thank Simply Wisdom Teeth at this time. All they do is wisdom teeth. Go check them out if you have somebody who needs to take care of those pesky teeth in the back of your mouth. I've never got my wisdom teeth pulled, AG.
You did not? Really?
No, I'm lucky, but if I ever had to, that's where I'd go.
They are the ones. In fact, they do it all in one time. I took my daughters fairly recently over there. Did a fantastic job.
Nice.
They lose a guy in the forecourt. Warner's got it. They try to foul him. Warner, instead of laying it in, passes it back outside. Simmons has it on the baseline, looking for help. Gives it up. Now top of the key. They go to Warner. On the offense, Warner inside Simmons. Simmons up off the glass, misses it, but he's fouled.
And we're at that point for Snow Canyon that every offensive possession isn't necessarily crucial, but in a way it still means a lot. 39-25 is the score. They still want to be effective. They don't want to turn the ball over and give the Thunder any reason to think that they can get back in it. And the best way to do that is to not only get to the free throw line, but continue to increase the Thunder's foul count as the first one's up and down.
Simmons just reached a double-figure plateau. He has 10 now as he hits the front end. It's a 2-shot foul because he was shooting. There's only 14 fouls on Desert Hills, so if they want a late-game foul, they better get after it. They got to get 3 more before we go 1-on-1.
Which Snow Canyon wants to up that foul count for obvious reasons, but for the Thunder, they still have some room to be aggressive, and they're going to have to use all of that to give themselves any probable chance.
Simmons hits them both. He's got 11 now. Hammer had 17 through 3. He has not scored here in the fourth quarter. With 4:10 left, Snow Canyon by 16, 41-25. Screen by Bateman. Holmes thought about the 3. Nope. Has to give the ball up. On the angle left is Allred. Allred to Holbrook. Round to Bateman. And now to Holmes. Holmes gets a screen. Inside to Bateman. Can't handle the low pass. And you know what? We're going to excuse Holmes, but I will tell you right now, when you got a guy who's about 6'8", you don't want to pass it to his shins because they're not going to catch those most of the time.
That's the toughest part about what's been going on is Hammer tries a full court heave, finds Warner. The Thunder's looks have been solid. The execution has left some things to be desired. You see the makings of how their offense can and should work. It's there. They just have to find that extra layer of actually converting on a lot of these looks.
That was a pretty good pass by Hammer. I wonder if he plays quarterback. We'll see him in the Warrior football uniform later on this year, this fall. Hammer, stop and pop three, in and out, no good. Rebound Thunder. 41-25. Pushing it all the way is Holbrook. Kick outside. Three-pointer is a brick. Rebound to Simmons, and he's fouled.
Another great look there for the Thunder. I don't want to dive too deep into it, but that's the right read. Holbrook makes three Warriors surround him. He knows he has Allred there wide open. It's the right idea. Just haven't got shots to fall.
Sub onto the floor. Checking out is Anderson Foreman for Snow Canyon. Walker Morrison checks in. Seemed like he'd been on the Warriors forever.
Yeah, last year one of their leading three-point shooters. This year they haven't needed him to score a whole awful lot, but what he does is pretty effective right now for Snow Canyon. He knows his role and fulfills it well. As Warner with a nice crossover.
To Simmons for three. That shot off the glass, no good. And fighting for the rebound, I think they're going to call Snow Canyon's Hammer over the back, and we'll go 2 free throws at the other end.
A little chippy there from Esplin and Bowen Hammer. They've been going at it all night long. And for Bowen, that's going to be his third.
Yep. Hammer with three, but when you've got a 16-point lead with 3 minutes left, that's not really a factor. And free throws coming for Desert Hills. Need every point that they can scrape together at this point. They're at 25, down 16.
And I've been checking out Desert Hills scores this year. Their lowest score that they've put up all season long was 36 against Dixie, 37 against Westlake.
I don't think they're going to make that tonight.
And those have been the last 2 games. So the offense is on a downhill trend at the moment as region plays picked up.
Free throw no good. Simmons tracks it down in the corner. He's double teamed, looking for help. And timeout called by the Warriors. 3:09 left in our game on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. Full timeout on the floor. Warriors lead by 15 back in 1 minute. Back Andy and Russin. Matt's pushing buttons here on site. Ken's pushing buttons back in the KDXU studio. Thanks to those guys for helping us out. Ball comes inbound. Good catch by Snow Canyon. Alley-oop in there, and it's picked up. And it wasn't a pretty alley-oop, but he was able to put it in as Mackey gets the bucket.
Good concentration from Mackey. It looks like an easy shot on your stream, but that is a tough baseline hit. As Holmes
drives in, he gets a bucket there. Link now with, 7 in the quarter, 10 in the game. Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Thanks again to Fabulous Freddy's. Also, timeout's brought to you by Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. We appreciate Intermountain Sports Medicine. They provide the trainers for our local Region 10 teams. Still getting used to that one even after all these months.
Region 10, man.
Yeah, we appreciate all the trainers involved. Snow Canyon, DeJuan Shakespeare was here for a long, long time as the athletic trainer. And you'll have to refresh my memory on who Desert Hills trainer is. I can't think of it right now. Well, we'll figure it out.
Let me share another fun fact with you, AG.
Okay, fun fact.
The Thunder are on pace for their lowest scoring offensive output of the year, which was 36 against Dixie, right? 37 against Westlake. But right now, if it's any small consolation to the Thunder and their fans, Hurricane has yet to score under 50 on the season in their 13 wins. Every game they've been above 50.
You mean, yeah.
Yeah, Snow Canyon, sorry. So right now sitting at 43, there might be some small things to smile about for the Desert Hills Thunder if they can do that.
A lot of coaches will say, I don't believe in moral victories. Inside to Simmons, backs his way down. Tries to get a shot away, but a hold called inside. Trying to handle Simmons inside was Olson. Kind of good luck with that.
Eric Olson, I mean, he's a star tight end, right, for Desert Hills football team. He's big, he's physical, and it just shows how difficult it is to actually evaluate where to put your hands, how to use your body when Simmons tries to back you down in the post.
I didn't see, but I think this is one-on-one. I don't think he was shooting yet. So Simmons has got to make one to get a second. Free throw, though, is perfect. You know, early in the year last year, I remember his freshman year, I didn't think he was that great a free throw shooter. In the very first game I did last year, I said, well, Simmons isn't that great a free throw shooter. He has changed that. Last year he was good. This year he's been fantastic.
And just to add to your point, this year, 73% from the charity stripe.
That's NBA type number, and he's 4 for 4 in this game.
Fantastic.
5 for 5 in this game.
Make it perfect.
45-28. Biggest lead of the night is 17 now for the Warriors. With the ball, the Thunder. Lincoln Holmes has it on the angle right. Looking inside. Gives it up instead to Olson. Olson, the tight end. Stop and pop inside to Olson. Olson lefty shot, no good, but a foul called. They'll get Mackey.
Mackey came over to try to sky high for a big swat. Good recognition from not only Olson for pulling off when he did and calling for the ball, but a good find inside from Esplin as well. Esplin was double teamed. Sometimes it's hard to see your big man down there. Trusted that Eric was going to be there and found his guy.
2 shots for Olson, but he misses the first one, so he still has not scored in this game. One more coming. 2:14 left. All Warriors are up by 17. Free throw in and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Snow Canyon. Hammer skips it across to Meacham. 2:05 left in the game. Now to Warner. Warner being hounded. No double team though. Drives in the lane and thought about shooting, and instead he goes out to Hammer. Hammer lost it, got it back. Looking for help. Backdoor pass. Little runner is up. Simmons has got it and throws it down. Second dunk of the game for the Warriors.
Big slam from Simmons, and even better find from Will Warner, who cut away from the ball off his man. They were able to find him for the big assist.
In the lane, Warner spins. Can't get a shot away. Back outside to Meacham. They'll run some clock. 86 seconds left. The lead is 19, biggest of the night. Meacham looking for the back door. Alley-oops it to Hammer. Hammer tries to dunk it and throws it off the back rim. It'll go out of bounds off of Snow Canyon, Desert Hills ball.
Yeah, you like the approach. If you're going to go up big, right?
He let the guy go by, tried to flat-footed dunk it, didn't quite get it there.
And typically the coach says, hey, don't worry about the style, just get the 2 points. But I think in this situation, you're okay to try a little style throw it on. He had a big one at the end of that Hurricane game. Then he ended up cocking pretty far back and throwing down.
By the way, Coach Meacham just called off the dogs, brought out all his starters off the floor. Three-pointer the other way is no good. Rebounding foul on Desert Hills. Getting hands on the ball for Snow Canyon was Walker Morrison. He is hammered and will go to the line for 1-1.
Morrison and Anderson Foreman currently the big. Zach Call is out there. Hamlin on the floor as well for the Warriors, right next to Bryson Baker. They're all going to get some run.
We've got to ask Hamlin, Luke's dad, about the leggings. He wears long black leggings. Is that your idea, Pop, or what's going on there with the leggings? You like it? You don't know. He doesn't know. At least he doesn't have bright orange sneakers, right? 48-28. Free throw good. One more coming for Morrison. And that's good as well. The lead is 21. First 2 points of the night for Morrison. And we go under a minute now. Ball stolen away. Now 2-on-1. Warriors alley-oop. Shot up. No good. They wanted to dunk it, but it was a little too high for call. And a foul called after the rebound. We'll walk to the other end. This game is over. The only suspense now is, are we going to make the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert?
We need 6 points, and based on what's going on right now,
Probably
I don't
not.
think so.
Yeah.
But
not.
Dixie, who's been up in 70 points against Cedar, they've secured the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert.
Speaking of Holbrook misses the free throw. He's got 5 points in the game, looking for his 6th. He'll have one more free throw.
Snow Canyon faithful over there with the old "I believe we just won" chant. A little
hate that
different than
chant.
"I believe we will win."
Yeah, I hate them both.
That's only because they happen at the end.
Yeah.
You need to say it before.
If you say it before, if you do it before the game,
Yeah.
I believe we will win. That's a pretty good chant. Both free throws, no good. Snow Canyon with the ball. They're just going to run clock now, not even looking at the basket. And a reaching, bumping foul called on Holmes. And free throws coming for Morrison.
If we keep getting free throws, we might get there, AG.
Lincoln with his second personal. Snow Canyon will clear the lane. It's only Desert Hills players on the lane. And free throws coming for Morrison with 30 seconds left. And first one is good.
Morrison came into this game 8 of 13 from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. That's 62%. He's only raised that percentage here tonight.
3 for 3 so far in the quarter. One more coming for Walker. And that one is good as well. They were not only good, Rustin, but every one of them was the exact same swish spot. They were perfect free throws.
Absolutely. Robbie Christensen and Dre Smith have both made their way onto the floor in the closing seconds.
Stop and pop 3 is no good. Rebound to Hamlin. Hamlin is bumped. No foul called yet. No late foul called. And Luke will get a chance to get in the scorebook. Proud Papa down the row here. I'm sure he would like him to have been in the game earlier, but hey, making the most of his time. Good rebound and a chance to shoot free throws. 23 seconds left. They're at 51. If they get 4 more free throws, they could get that big score dessert. Hamlin makes the first one.
If I'm not mistaken, 53 was Snow Canyon's previous lowest score. That was against Kearns, a game they won 53-51.
They're 53 right now with 20 seconds to go. Snow Canyon with the hard drive. They lose the ball out of bounds. As Hamlin on the defense, on the drive by Eli Allred. See if they just run it out here or they continue to dog the ball down by 25.
I really feel this is going to be one of the more underrated aspects for Snow Canyon's title push, is how good their defense can be. We talk about their offense, their high-flying athleticism, how unique they are there, but this defense, a lot of what they've done tonight has been simply on man-on-man coverage, one-on-one situations, and they've just trusted the perimeter defender to funnel it into the big.
And there's the final buzzer. We are not going to get our Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert, but we will get a final score, 53-28. The Warriors go on the road and win their 14th game of the season. They're undefeated. Every time they've taken the court, they found a way to win the ball game. 53-28, your final score. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have our Johnson Pediatric postgame show. That'll include Wilkinson stats plus a couple of awards, Ernie's 2 and AWP. Stay tuned to KDXU. Again, it's a final. This is Snow Canyon 53, Desert Hills 28.
This is Dr. Brandon Burke from Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics. We are humbled and honored to have been nominated for the Best of Southern Utah category for orthodontists. We thank you for the privilege it has been to provide Southern Utah with the best possible orthodontic care for over 10 years now. Our mission is to help everybody we come in contact with become the best version of themselves, and the smile is an important part of that process. This is what it means to smile forward. So it is with sincere